Hey guys, welcome to my channel! Yeah! It's the Twin Flames Collective Reading. Hey guys, happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday, yeah, Kurt. How come you're being such a weirdo? I don't know. How come you're being such a normie? Why are you being so normal over there? Guys, have a little bit of fun with me. Seriously, you know how to get enlightened? You gotta lighten up. Guys, it's Friday. We're gonna get an update on the DM and DF energy collectively together as one. It's the Twin Flames Collective Reading. And, that's just how this works, right? You are your twin flame. You are them. Literally in another body. You are the same soul. Mind. I don't know that you are the same mind. Perhaps. That's a question that has puzzled me ever since I started this. How does that work? I know that there is the polarization, right? The mind, when it comes to you and your twin, you're completely the opposite. It's that's the twin flame mirror, right? The mirror, so-called mirror, is energetic, right? Everybody wants to say, "Oh, well, it's my childhood wounds." No, that's not it. It's yin and yang, right? You focus on them mentally, emotionally, or metaphysically, and they focus on anything but you. That's why they run. You focus on them, they focus on anything but you. So if you're doing healing of your childhood wounds in order to get them to come back, they're going to run harder. And yes, that's really how this works. You need to transcend the mind. This is transcendentalism. Not the new agey, woo-woo, pop culture spiritualism, which is actually metaphysics or some kind of perverse psychology. Not real psychology, but like some kind of a weird new agey kind of BS psychology, which isn't even real, right? Legitimate psychology. Yeah, that stuff doesn't work. That stuff just makes things worse. And actually, I'd love to hear from you guys. And I will check again later in the video today because I know there's a lot of naughty people, naughty. They skip the intro to these videos. And guys, I gotta say, man, the intros to these card readings are golden. They're absolutely golden because I'm up here dispelling the rumors, dispelling the myths, and speaking the absolute scientific truth about twin flames. They are you in another body. Now, the mind is duality. The mind is the yin and yang. The soul is non-duality. The soul is the one, right? It's the one, the oneness, the monad, the source, right? That's the soul. And you and your twin flame are that. It's consciousness. It's not thought. You're not going to understand what that is, right? Well, Kurt, if they're my soul, then why are they running? No, that's the mind. The mind is what is asking that question. The mind is what is judging and saying it shouldn't be that way. That's the mind, and that's what it's for. It's actually, it's not really defective because it's doing any of those things. That's kind of what it's for, right? It's there to tell you the difference between what serves you or what doesn't serve you. But the thing is, there's a you who it would be serving or not, and that is your twin flame. So you actually, this is transcendentalism, right? This isn't the new agey woo-woo stuff, healing, clearing karma, fixing your inner child, all that kind of stuff, which again is like fakey psychology. It's not even real legit psychology. Okay, and by the way, I've spoken to psychologists, and they're happy to talk to you about your inner child. So yeah, that's a real thing in psychology, but what we see in the so-called spiritual community is like really bad versions. People that don't know what they're, you know what I'm saying? Don't know what they're talking about. It's like, I don't know, man, trying to fly the space shuttle with a license to ride a bike. But hey, anybody can open a YouTube channel, right? And I'm not criticizing. I'm just trying to make this easy for you guys. I'm just trying to dispel the mystery. It's actually so much easier. It's so much easier. It's ancient Zen spiritualism, and I am an expert at ancient Zen spiritualism. This is your soul, guys. You don't need to do healing or clearing karma or any of that stuff. It's no mystery what this is. Your twin flame is your soul. The mind is opposites. It's duality. Even a psychologist is going to tell you that, right? It's duality. It's this and that, right and wrong. I like it, I don't like it. I feel good, I feel bad, right? Duality. That's how the mind works. And that's pretty much what's going on with you and your twin flame at the mental level. So it's completely polarized. So I come full circle. Are you the same mind as your twin flame? Well, touche. What is the answer to that question? The same soul? Yes. The same consciousness? Absolutely. You are the same soul. But the mind, is it the same? I don't know. It's the exact opposite. To me, that sounds like they are exactly different, right? With your twin flame, it's two minds. They're just polarized. It's energetic. It's not the narrative of each individual person's story or mind that is opposing. It's like a magnet. It's like positive, negative. It's energetic. Think of it scientifically, right? Never mind the narrative. It's not the content of the mind. It's what the mind is doing energetically itself, right? I think I'm gonna repeat that. That's a good way of explaining this, actually. I'm gonna repeat that later on here. Okay, bottom of the deck, we've got the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Meow, meow. I'm an emotionally happy male masculine energy kitty cat. Meow. I'm a happy kitty cat. I'm in control of my feelings. Meow. There you go. So divine masculine. Now this is an interesting dichotomy because I see that it's like divine masculine is the eye of the storm because their entire situation is going to crap, but they actually are feeling better and better all the time. That's very interesting. Okay, so check this out. Right, so here at the center of the reading for your connecting energy, right, it's the Four of Swords in reverse, right? So this is divine intervention. This is divine masculine's intuition stepping in, if you will, right? This is this spiritual oomph where guys, let's face it, divine masculine, they don't consciously know what's going on. You do. You know exactly what's going on energetically between you and your twin flame, divine masculine. They just kind of respond to the energy, right? So that's why this Four of Swords comes out in the reverse for your connecting energy. And then there's the King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Exactly, divine masculine. This is intuition. Do you guys understand the difference between thought and intuition? Intuition is a deeper knowing. It's like every single one of you watching has very likely had an energetic experience where you felt this knowing presence of information that said that they're your twin flame or that you're going to be together someday. And then the mind separately is saying, well, how do you know that? And it doubts. So you've got those two processes going on. There's a knowing that you're going to be with them. And then there's the doubt, which is the mind. The knowing is the soul. So divine masculine is releasing this doubt. It's like I'm not even listening to that anymore. That's why it's the Four of Swords in reverse. And then there's this King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, right? So that's why I'm saying divine masculine knows what he or she needs to do. Okay, recent past We've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Ah, you see how that works? Okay, next to the Star, right. So this unhealthy attachment to the situation, it has to go, guys. That situation is absolutely falling apart, and it's meant to. And like I always tell you guys, it doesn't matter if Divine Masculine is busy trying to convince everybody how great their life situation is. It's not. And I don't care what they say on their social media or to your face. It ain't that great, guys. That situation was not meant to endure. You were Divine Feminine. Remember, you are your twin flame, okay? And that definitely explains this Eight of Swords in the subconscious, right? So Divine Masculine, this is kind of breaking through that wall, right? Divine Masculine, I'm sick of this shit. I've had it, and it's because I'm coming from a place of self-love. It's a deeper knowing that I deserve the best. That's why this situation is falling apart for them. Okay, and it was meant to. This is a grand oasis of emotional well-being. Even, like I said, it's like Divine Masculine is the eye of the storm, even as everything is storming around them, right? Okay, why is that happening? Well, for you, Divine Feminine, you're changing. You are your twin flame at the level of the soul, okay? Okay, Four of Pentacles in your subconscious. No surprise there. There's still kind of that holding on to the narrative, holding on to the story, holding on to Divine Masculine, thinking that they're the goal, the outcome. And of course, you can get them to come stay with you permanently, right? You can cause that to happen. But the irony here is you have to let that story, that narrative go. And I think that's making a lot of sense to you right now. Justice in reverse next to the Empress. Ah, so this whole back and forth, push-pull, the yin and yang, right? The balance, right? By design, it was out of whack. And you're starting to recognize that this balance you seek is something that happens organically. It's automatic, right? And you realize this is the start of something new. And I ask this in almost every single one of these card readings, and I'm going to ask again for anybody that's new here, have you ever gotten the nagging suspicion that there is something deeper going on here between you and your twin flame that you're supposed to be doing other than having to do with them, but you can't quite put your finger on it, right? That nagging suspicion is the intuition, and Divine Masculine apparently feeling it too. They're just not cognizant of it like you are. You're watching this card reading because you're fully aware that you're on a spiritual journey, that you met your twin flame. They are your soul in another body, right? That's what everybody says. And it's true. Now, Divine Masculine, they're not busy looking at twin flame information on the internet. They're doing everything they can to not talk to you or run away from you or keep you at an arm's length or put you in the friend zone. Why? It's because of this Four of Pentacles, Divine Feminine. Remember what I said at the beginning of the video. The harder you focus on them, the harder they're going to focus on anything but you. Mentally, emotionally, and metaphysically. The harder you focus on them, mentally, emotionally, metaphysically, the harder they're going to focus on anything but you. That's the so-called twin flame mirror, okay? It's that yin and yang, right? That's what that is. The soul is non-duality. Remember, you are body, mind, soul. This is why all the healing modalities that you see on the pop culture internet, the pop culture information about twin flames, they actually make your Divine Masculine run harder, and they make you feel worse too. They make it more intense. You're doing all this inner child work, thinking that it's going to get your twin flame to come back, and it backfires. And I'm sure there's a whole lot of you that can attest to that. And actually, I would invite you to leave your story below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you would care to comment in the comment section below, what are some of the other kind of silly modalities that you've tried and they backfired? You see it all the time on the internet, guys. And I'm the only person that's going, wait a minute, it's your soul. You got to do soul stuff. This is transcendentalism. Your twin flame is your soul in another body. It's the mind that causes them to run when you approach this through the mind, because the mind is duality. Remember, body, mind, soul. The mind is duality. That's the yin and yang. Well, you're exactly polarized with them energetically. It's like you're positive and they're negative. anode, cathode, right? So the harder you focus on them, the harder they pull away. So you transcend the mind. This is ancient Zen spiritualism. Go deeper and deeper into the non-duality of soul, that divine essence that you are. That's that nagging suspicion that I was talking about up here. That's what that is, divine feminine, right? It's intuition. Okay, so divine masculine, we've got the King of Swords in reverse next to the Eight of Pentacles. Right. So divine masculine, they recognize that it was their fault in the first place for getting into this situation, although it came with many blessings, many lessons learned, but it's got to go. It's almost like divine masculine is in a place of acceptance that their situation is falling apart. Good. Good. Good riddance. Good riddance. And they've got a long, hard road out of hell, but they're ready to do it, guys. Again, divine masculine is very interesting. They're like the eye of the storm. Even though everything is storming around them, they're trying to keep a lid on it. They're trying to put their best foot forward, their game face. Everything is all right. I've got my whole life situation under control, and they don't. Why is this happening? Because you're happening, divine feminine. You are, a lot of this energetic work, by the way, this transcendentalism that I speak of, a lot of it is triggered automatically. Why do you feel drawn towards spiritual messages? Why do you feel like meditating more and more and more? Why do you feel those things, divine feminine? Because your twin flame is your soul. This is your soul's journey. You just got to do soul stuff. No healing, no clearing karma, no healing your inner child. None of that now. None of that. And I'm not saying any of that stuff is necessarily bad, but that's what makes your twin flame run. So again, please leave your comments in the comments section below. What are some of these silly new agey kind of modalities that backfired? They made you feel worse. They made things worse. They made your twin flame run harder. Guys, they don't work. All you need to do is soul stuff. And I'm up here just trying to help you get this straightened out. Your twin flame is your soul. We already know what that looks like. Transcendentalism, ancient Zen spiritualism, traditional Zen spiritualism. That's all this is, guys. This is your spiritual journey. Your twin flame is your spirit. They are your soul. And I know that this is making sense to you. Look at this. Okay, we've got the Nine of Swords. You see that? The Nine of Swords and the Knight of Swords. That's very interesting. The Nine of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Guys, okay, so this is this like shitty kind of sleepless nights, right? Anxiety, worry, and it's next to the Knight of Swords. So it's almost like you feel that things are spiraling out of control, but at the same time, there's another part of you that's going, yes, this is exactly what I need to be doing. This was meant to be. This is my journey. This is my path. There's something else I'm supposed to be up to here. Exactly, right. The obsessive thinking, the worrying, maybe your life situation is falling apart, right? That's all the mental, and it's spiraling around you. But what I'm directing you to is you. What is you, guys, right? Again, that's why the Four of Swords comes out in the reverse at the center of the reading, and then the King of Cups. What is that intuitive hit? How can you possibly know that you're meant to be with this person and that there's something deeper going on? How do you know that? Knowing is the self. That is the soul, guys. You go deeper and deeper and deeper into that. That energy, it's intuition, it's the soul, it's consciousness, it's awareness. Consciousness is not thought. That's the soul. Consciousness. The mind is thought, guys. You can't understand what it is I'm pointing you at. You can understand it, if you know what I mean by that, guys. This is your spiritual awakening, guys. And that just goes to show you, I mean, I get up here tirelessly, and I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to stop booming my messages out, the truth about twin flames, all day, every day on the internet, guys. Over 5,000 students. I've helped so many people. I'm the world's leading twin flame coach. I've helped more people than anybody else on the face of the planet. I've got a whole team of helpers assisting me. Now, why is that important? Well, I just want you to know somebody figured it out. Go watch my free content, guys. Go watch my free twin flame coaching videos all over my YouTube channel. Give me a try, guys. If you're new here, welcome. Go check them out, guys. I am the world's leading twin flame coach. You're going to watch my twin flame coaching videos, and you're going to go, wait a minute, this guy is different. He explains this way differently than everybody else does. And it only makes sense, guys. It's totally, totally logical. Your twin flame is your soul. Your twin flame is your soul. You got to do soul stuff. No healing, no clearing karma, right? None of that stuff. You don't need to do anything about the person. You don't need to have a single conversation with them. Nothing. Nothing, ladies and gentle femmes. You can also sign up for my paid coaching. It's not expensive, guys. It's not thousands of dollars. It's only a few $100, and it's very, very comprehensive, guys. I'm going to give you everything on a silver platter. With my paid coaching, I will give you action steps you can implement right now to shut down the obsessive thinking and shift energetically into your soul, which is your twin flame. And you'll notice a difference. You're going to feel better instantly, and your twin flame, guys, they'll probably even start talking to you again. It happens all the time to my students. It's crazy how good this works. You are your twin flame. You already are them. You don't need to get into union with them. You just need to remember that you are them. Right? Right. Guys, the Introduction to the Journey course, it's not expensive. It's 8.5 hours long. I even have payment plans. I'll take the total package price and break it up into 6 easy-to-digest payments of $60 or $70. You can get started right now for $60 or $70. Now, you do get $50 off with my pay in full options automatically. I do have that discount running right now, $50 off if you pay in full. But if you can't swing, if you can't swing it, you can't swing it. That's what I got the payment plans for. When you're done watching the instructional video course, you and I get to talk either in a one-on-one or on a group setting in my Get Your Twin Flame spiritual coaching calls. Up to 4 calls a week, guys. That's like 8 hours of live coaching every single week, in addition to the 8.5 hour long instructional video course. The calls are recorded. The call times are staggered. So no matter where you are in the world, there should be a time that works for you. And even if you work weird hours, no problem. You can listen to the recordings, and you can still connect with us in the private, closed, secret Facebook group, not my public New World All-Star group, but the private group for paying students. Nobody can see who's in there or what we're doing in there. It's all private, closed to the public. And there's about 370 people in there right now that you can connect with, all students that have been through the program. And we leave no stone unturned, guys. I've got a whole team of people assisting me, myself, my coach Andrea. We just added a new person. Guys, we're growing, we're expanding. This journey is working, and we want to show you the way, guys. Sign up today and change your life, guys. Seriously, this is your spiritual awakening, and you just need to treat it that way. You just need to treat it that way. That's all this is, guys. And it's much, much more simpler than you think. It's much more simple than you think, my friends. It's so easy. It doesn't have to be painful. Okay, dark thoughts. Number 3, consciousness, dark thoughts. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, that sounds pretty much like what I've been talking about this whole entire time. Guys, this is your spiritual awakening. This is your spiritual awakening. That's all this is, guys. All right, number 3, dark thoughts. See, 4 of Swords in reverse? It's an illusion. Okay, shadows of the mind. Message: a man moves into a dark maze. It's confusing and frightening, with paths that lead to shadowy, unknown results. Receiving this card upright is a warning about the potential dark shadows within your inner and outer life. This card may be a signal that you could be drawn into questionable activities, perhaps with unsavory people. Look closely at any new endeavors in your life and at the people with whom you connect. Investigate your choices. Turn to your intuition to determine if they truly honor you and if each endeavor truly resonates with your heart. The most important dark alleys you should be aware of at this time, however, are the twisting patterns of negative thoughts or unhealthy habits winding through your daily life. Exactly. Worrisome thinking or escapist behavior may be lifelong habits, but it's time for you to take control. Manage your negative thoughts. Create healthier habits such as nutritious eating, regular exercise, and relaxation. Don't let yourself go deeper down the dark alleys of fear, worry, and self-doubt. Your life force vibrates with your daily energy, and you do have the power to determine the direction it takes. Choose a path of bright thoughts and healthy choices, and leave the dark alleys, both real and imagined, behind. Touche for both you, Divine Feminine, and Divine Masculine. This is a big leveling up, you guys. That is exactly what's going on here. We are not only going to change the way we think, but we're going to transcend the thinker. And that is how you organically change the way you think forever, guys. This is an inner standing. It's the thing that you can't quite put your finger on, right? It's that deeper knowing that there's more going on here than just the physical person. That's how you get the physical person to come back anyway, right? That's what this is all about, guys. This is your spiritual awakening. Nothing else. Nothing else, guys. 8 of Wands in the subconscious. What did I tell you? Divine Masculine. Big changes, and they are coming in fast. Divine Masculine, not really quite sure how or where he or she is going to land. Ace of Pentacles in reverse next to the moon. Guys, they're not quite sure how or where they're going to land, but they're going for it, and they're going to do it anyway. They don't care how bad things look, how bad this hurts. They're doing it anyway, guys. Good for them. Good for them. That life situation, it's just not working out, guys. It's too much. It's too terrible. Divine Feminine, the High Priestess in reverse in your subconscious. And then look at this interesting combination. Most likely outcome, we've got the Knight of Cups in reverse, but it's next to the Two of Wands. Now you're starting to understand what this journey is really all about. What has this been trying to tell you all along? It's not necessarily about a romantic connection. It's about who you are. Any romantic connection that needs to take place between you and Divine Masculine, that's just going to come out organically when you remember who you are. A soul having an experience in a body, guys. This is your soul's journey, and that's all it is, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please give me a like. Also, please don't forget to hit that bell button when you subscribe so that you get notifications whenever I post one of my videos. I'll see you tomorrow for Divine Masculine. Much love. Bye.